All right, welcome to episode 8 of Hell's Heart. This is called The Vigilant. So, when we last played, the crew were basically taken on as guests aboard the HMS Vigilant and its new captain, former First Officer Anthony Newman, after the untimely death of Captain Lynn and 22 of her Marines. So the cover story is that you are all surviving English sailors from the crew that was on Ackland's Island when Simon Silvers and his evil witch crew, demon crew, attacked and slaughtered most of the camp, including Captain Lynn and most of her Marines, all of her Marines, except for the first officer, the only survivor, with your help, of course. So you were taken aboard the HMS Vigilant, which I believe I said was a flag galleon, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yep. It's a pretty good sized ship. It has a maximum crew capacity of 250 men. It's not at maximum capacity at this time, but so there's plenty of extra bunks and stuff for a lot of you. However, Davy and Anna were both, Ronald were both unconscious and badly wounded from the battle on the island. So they have been taken to the infirmary aboard the HMS Vigilant. The rest of you were given kind of your own spaces. Silvers, you may have wanted some kind of special arrangement for privacy. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah,
given
definitely.
your condition?
Definitely. My only requirement for where I would stay would be that it's closed off and it has some kind of light source, because I would be studying at least for the first day of the spell book.
Mm-hmm. Do you want kind of like your own little corner down in the hold or something?
Yeah, that would work.
They can arrange that. And cover story for why you're down there. Just say maybe you got some kind of an illness. They don't really want to take any chances of it spreading to the rest of the crew or something like that, maybe. Or what do you think? That's just what comes off the top of my head. I don't know if you have a better idea.
Yeah, what's the one sailors always guess at rickets?
Scurvy is what comes to my mind.
Scurvy. Rickets is the other vitamin deficiency. Yeah, let's tell them I've got scurvy.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Wow, what's going on with my hair? Fuck that shit. Okay. So that's the situation. We'll skip since nobody seemed too eager to do a big recap. That'll be sufficient enough anyway. Okay. Now, aboard the HMS Vigilant, Simon Silvers, you're down in your little corner in the hold. You've got a lantern and plenty of oil, and Mr. Newman will make sure that somebody, one of the cabin boys, will occasionally bring you food and bring you extra lamp oil or whatever you need, anything you ask for, basically. They'll check on you every so many hours or something, just in case you need something. Dom and Dutch, you guys are thrown in basically with the main crew. So you're in the main crew bunk areas and things of that sort. I'll say they let you guys bunk together. That's not really bunks, they're all hammocks, but you know what I mean. You guys are they're like bunk hammocks, there's one above the other. So you guys are given a slot together because there's plenty of empty spaces. There's only about 180 or so crew on the ship at the moment with a capacity of 250, so there's plenty of space. So you guys are given a bunk together, but you are expected to, do basic duties on the ship, take turns, take shifts, doing whatever needs to be done. Okay. Would you have volunteered for any particular duty, or will you just take what they offer you?
Nope. Wouldn't be requesting any duties.
Okay.
Dom will play it safe. He'll do what he's told right now. Though he'll bitch to Dutch if it's manual labor and he looks at his hands and they're bleeding or they're calloused. He kind of bitches to Dutch every now and then.
I'll tell you what, Dom, roll me a d6.
That's never good. 3.
A 3? You're given gunnery crew duty. Maintaining the guns, cleaning the gun deck, etc., etc. Go ahead and give me a d6 roll for yourself there, Dutch.
6.
A 6? Oh,
Yep.
okay. That's a good roll. What would be a pretty awesome, cushy job to have on the ship? Let's see. You're,
Ooh, cook.
yeah, I was just thinking that. You're assigned to the galley. You're a cook.
Excellent.
Okay. You also have access to the rum. And Anna, you're in the infirmary. So, kind of scene in the infirmary. You guys have only been on the ship for an hour. You, Dom and Dutch, you've been shown to your bunks and told what your duties will be on the morrow. You don't have to serve today. Simon Silvers, you've been shown to your little corner, and you're being given some basic supplies, lamp and oil, the things that you require so you can do your studying and stuff, and some basic food, water, rum ration, etc. You're still entitled to your rum ration. In the infirmary, Anna is laid out on a table. So is Davy, one of the ship's doctors, because they have more than one, is currently working on removing the bullet from Davy's arm. I think it was his arm where he was shot. Shoulder or something, if I recall correctly. So he's currently working away at removing the bullet from Davy. The other one, one doctor and one assistant have Anna laid out on the table, and they're working at cutting away her shirt and wrappings to tend to her injuries. And the doctor stops, and you see camera kind of zoom in on his face, his eyes go wide. He says, "Tommy, better get the captain. Bring him down here right away. Dither and dissolve." It's later that night, several hours later. It's just starting to get dark. The cabin boy comes down to you, Simon, and you assume he's bringing you your dinner. But he comes down without a tray, without any dinner, and he says, "Excuse me, sir. Sir Simons?" Let's say that's the name they use for you.
My voice is finally starting to return to normal a bit. Call me Silver's boy.
Silvers? Isn't that the name of the evil bastard that slaughtered all the people on the island?
Ah, not like that, Silvers. Silvers.
Mr. Silvers, the captain would like to see you in his cabin.
Oh. Did
Yes.
you say about what?
No, I was just told to come get you. I do what I'm told, sir.
Yes, I better do the same, I suppose.
Would you like me to show you the way, sir?
Yeah, boy. Show me the way.
Very well. If you're ready, follow me. Who just wrote demoic swelling? That was Clay. That's funny for reasons I don't even think you understand, Clay. Demoic. It's reminiscent of a particular module with a really bad misspelling in massive print on the page. I remember.
Come on, don't harp on it.
I'm sorry, I won't. Okay.
Harp.
Bonus
You,
XP.
you are a harper.
Plus 100 XP for Andrew. Very good. That was clever. Now, Dutch and Dom, you guys are just kind of settling into your bunk, and you're just about to tuck into your dinner, which has been brought to you. You're probably reminiscing on the different things you might be able to do to improve it tomorrow when you report to work. Dutch, you're given your rum ration for the evening. Sorry, I got flies flying around here. I'm trying to kill them. And you're just about to have a sip of rum when another cabin boy comes down to you and says, "Excuse me, sirs, the captain requests your presence in his cabin."
Oh, well, geez. And I'll look to Dom, and before looking back to the boy, I'll finish the flagon of rum that I have, and I'll have to come back for my meal later.
Okay,
I'll turn to follow him.
That's a pretty decent amount of rum. You're just basically chugging like a pint of mostly rum.
I needed to fortify my one hit point.
Nice. I guess it'd be a pint of like half rum and half, kind of water and lime.
A little swish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so about 8 shots of rum down the gullet.
Yeah, my eyes are watering as I I stand up and I'm sure Dom probably follows me. I think he's just AFK.
Is he? Oh, yeah, his kid was calling. Okay, so Dom will go with you, we'll say. We'll say actually, because Silvers was summoned first. Silvers, you'll arrive first. So the cabin boy will lead you up. Do you have your kind of hood and cloak and all that pulled up around you, I presume, or how do you want to travel?
Yeah, I'll go to like the minimal to hide my appearance, but I'm not gonna like wear scarves or bandages or anything like
A
that.
lot of the crew, when they see you coming, they kind of give way, and you see some whispers and stuff like that. They know you're sick, and they don't want to catch what you got, so they move out of the way and let you pass. And the boy leads you right on up onto the poop deck, as it's wonderfully called, and the door to the captain's cabin. Actually, that captain's cabin is probably right below the poop deck. Actually, I suppose the poop deck is on top, over top of the captain's cabin. And you go in. It's huge, it's massive. The whole back of the ship, whole big, huge back window. And this is a big ship. Captain has quite a luxurious cabin here, and you can understand why Mr. Newman was more than happy enough to take on the role of captain after you guys killed the witch. And he's there. He's sitting behind his desk, and he's swirling around a glass of wine in his hand and looking at it. And he sees you come in, and he gestures for you to have a seat. There's a kind of like a divan, like a small couch kind of thing set out on the other side of the desk. He says, Mr. Simons, please have a seat. You can go now, Billy, and the cabin boy runs off, closes the door.
He'll raise his hand and say, "It's okay, just call me Silvers." And he'll smile and he'll sit down on the couch.
He frowns at that. He, picks up an apple and takes a bite out of it, and he chews on it with a frown on his face. He says, "I don't think that's a very good idea, Mr. Simons. Silvers is kind of a bit of a bad word around here."
I know, isn't it? And I'll smile, like enjoying the fact that I scare men.
He'll kick his feet off the desk and kind of sit up a little bit more proper. He says, "You want an apple?" And he reaches down, grabs one, and throws it at you just before you even answer.
I grab it, and I'll say, "Pretty nice place you have here, Captain. You seem to be wearing your new title well."
"Thanks. Just moved in. I guess I have you to thank for that."
I stop for a second because my forked tongue just hisses out, and I say, "I suppose so."
"Oh, how rude of me. Would you like a glass of wine?" And he reaches under the desk into like a little cabinet on the side and pulls out a glass and sets it up on the desk and starts to pour. "I suppose I've interrupted your dinner, but I thought you'd like to hear what I have to say."
"Very much so. Thank you, Captain."
Mm-hmm. And around that time, Dom and Dutch, you guys will be led up to, and you will arrive at the door to the captain's luxurious quarters here below the poop deck.
And I'll dismiss the cabin boy who brought us, who led us, and then rap on the door.
Okay. "Enter."
And Dutch will open the door and let Dom in first, and follow right behind him.
You guys see
Dom.
Silvers. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dom.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
Dom will enter like he owns it. He'll look at the captain in all his finery. He'll look at his own suit, and then he'll mentally think about one of the rules: never trust a man in a better suit. And then he'll go stand behind Silvers, making sure that he is posed that pose of I'm here.
And Dutch will enter as well, and he'll take a seat if there is a third one.
Yep, there's room for 3 easily on this little sofa. Well, not easily, but it's pretty snug. But you can all 3 fit on the sofa. No problem.
Excellent.
And he'll say, "Thank you for joining us. Would you gentlemen care for a glass of wine as well?" And he pulls up 2 more little crystal glasses and sets them on the table and grabs the bottle of wine.
And Dutch he'll pick up the glass of wine if it's filled, but he's not going to drink.
Once you reach for it, he'll start to fill it.
Excellent.
And yourself?
But of course.
It's a decent, pretty decent fortified red wine. You get the taste of brandy off of it as well. He says, "Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming, especially during the dinner hour. But I thought you'd like to know My doctors have been seeing to your injured crewmen. Were you aware that one of them is a woman?
Davy?
I was aware.
Dominic will sputter a little bit. What?
Davy, was that his name?
Shot.
I couldn't remember.
Ronald, I
What?
believe you are referring to.
Whoa,
Right,
wow.
the one with tits.
And Silvers will stroke his lizardy chin, and he'll say, I remember as if it were yesterday. We were standing on the bridge outside of Tortuga as men were trying to rush up the ramp. Young Ronald got shot by a stray bullet and screamed like a girl. That's when I knew.
Hmm. Well, it's not really much of a problem here on an English ship. We don't have any female sailors currently on this vessel, but they're not completely unheard of. Most of them serve, of course, in Her Majesty's Witch Brigade and tend to take on command roles. Your Ronald, I guess, if we were going to call her that, could have quite the future in the English Navy if she decides to stay on. Um, Her Majesty looks, she takes good care of women in the kingdom. I suppose you are all pirates, so you probably don't follow the same codes as most of the other navies do, but you do understand, of course, that had this been a Dutch ship or a French ship, your friend would probably be put off the ship quite promptly.
Well, I would like to point off, sir, since you know of my predicament, I am a powerful wizard, so perhaps I have more in common with your witch queen than you think.
Perhaps. However, Her Majesty only allows women to serve in her special magical forces. Men are not allowed to practice the arts.
I wonder why that is. Doesn't that bother you?
Well, she says that men are too hungry for power and easily corrupted. Women have much more balance and a gentler outlook on things.
Let me ask you a question, of course, strictly off the books.
Of
Do you
course, and he
think
gives her a
that
sip of his wine.
do you think the queen has behaved in a way that was befitting of a humble, non-power grubbing person? She did, after all, forcefully execute tons of noble families and take the country that you also loved by force, and then press gang you into working for an evil witch trade.
Well, I wouldn't call her evil, but you have a point in her own quest for power. However, there are none in the kingdom that would rival her. So she has done a good job of securing her position, and I am but a humble servant. Now, were it found that I was keeping secrets from the Navy, from my commanders, of course, my own neck would be on the line. It's bad enough that I'm harboring a male witch, and he looks at you, Mr. Silvers, on the ship. I'd be put to death for that more than likely if it were found out that I knew.
Please, call me witch doctor. That would be more accurate. Or wizard.
So, for that reason exactly, I've sent a report by bird back to Nassau. Actually, no, sorry, back to Eleuthera, the nearest colony, to report that we've discovered a hidden female amongst the ranks. It's quite possible that they will want to see her and test her. Usually when women are found serving in the Navy, they're put through tests for possible acceptance into the Witch Brigade. Do you know if your Ronald possesses any of these talents?
Silvers will shift in his seat a little bit and say, if you mean, does she have the potential to know such talents, well then I believe the answer must be the affirmative. We all have that potential. As far as her showing any signs of knowing magic, well, and I'll look at the rest of the crew that's there with me. I don't think I've ever seen her do anything of that sort.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose we'll find out soon enough. We'll be in Nassau in a couple of days. Unfortunately, this does make a slight amendment to our agreement. I agreed to let you go once we arrived in Nassau to pursue your own endeavors. I won't be able to make that offer regarding your crewman Ronald at this stage. She will have to be taken and examined and probably questioned by at least one of the many witches in Her Majesty's service. I hope that won't put a damper on our agreement.
Silvers will shake his head. Not satisfactory. Why don't you take some random trollop from the port once we get there and say that was the witch you found?
He takes another sip of his wine and he starts to stroke his chin. It could work. More than likely, my crew and I won't be in port for very long, so not like any of them could spill the secret. And what will you do with your poor unconscious friend? She's not likely to regain consciousness before we reach Nassau. Do you intend to carry her through the city, do you? Through the town?
I'll look at the quartermaster because he's the one that handles acquisitions.
He kind of whispers under his breath, "This is why females and finances do not mix per the rules. I suggest we kill her off, or pretend to kill her off in front of your crew. Maybe she was a witch and miraculously combusted. That way, hey, you're off the hook. But I suggest we get her out like a rug. Wrap her in a rug. She'll live."
A little
Dom seems a little mad that he
theatricality.
didn't know that she was a female. So he's kind of perturbed that we're going to rescue her at her deceit. We could always sell her. It'd be easier than trying to get her out of the city.
If you're going to sell her, why not just give her to the crown? We may have use for her.
Silvers will stroke his chin and say, "What do you think, Dutch?"
Well, I like some of what I've been hearing from all of you. I think some theatrics might be in order, but yes, we do have quite the decision sitting in front of us.
Silvers will lean really far back and put his arms up on the back of this couch thing and look up at the ceiling as it's creaking back and forth and say, "Well, have any of you lads ever wanted to fake a public death?"
Dom says, "Well, in my country, I've done it a few times. It is possible."
Well,
There's always sirens about.
I think it would probably be best for you to front this one then, Dominic, since you're a man of many names.
Of course, Captain.
So I'll turn back to the captain and say, "Would that be satisfactory if we can pull it off?"
If you can pull it off, but I'm warning you, if things go sour, well, let's just say that the most valuable neck on this ship, in my opinion, is my own.
Oh, don't worry. I can protect myself.
And Dutch will hold up the glass of wine he's been holding for a while now, and he'll say, "To our necks." And then he'll down it and try and hold it down with a gut full of rum as well.
Very well. And he'll dismiss you and let you go. So, how is it you plan to fake Ronald's death?
Did they bring over any dead bodies from the shoreline before we came ashore? Like the captain or, I guess, important officers for burial to be returned to their families?
They're all sailors. They would have been buried at sea.
Okay. Um, Dominic will ask, who do you not like on your crew, Captain? I'm going to need a body.
What? That wasn't part of the agreement.
He smiles evilly. You are willing to kill 5 or 6 of your men to do the secret. In for a dollar, or in for a silver, in for a gold, I would say.
Look at it this way, Captain. Use it as a perk. You get rid of somebody that's giving you a pain in the side, huh?
Yes, Martin, in the galley. I hate that son of a bitch.
Sounds like a plan. What is your duty roster for your sentries tonight? I will need to be able to move about freely.
I'll give you what I can.
Sounds like a plan, then. If you'll excuse me, I must prepare.
Okay.
Please call your doctor or their aide away for some reason. Talk to them about the female. I'll need time with her alone.
When are you going to do this? Tonight? The first night?
The second night should suffice. I need a reason to bring Marcus into the infirmary.
Okay.
It may take me a day to do that.
Okay. Got it. Anything else you guys want to do over these this first night and the second day, etc.?
I think Silvers will make contact.
Okay. Just so you know, Micah, Ronald is going to regain 4 hit points with the medical attention that he's receiving. Anna, we don't have to call him Ronald anymore. Anna is going to receive 4 hit points back over the next 2 days.
Okay.
No, after the second day. But yeah, the first night gets 2, and then the second day you get 2 more from the
Is
medical
the galley
full
the
rest.
kitchen?
It is. It's where you're going to be working.
Okay, cool. I was just making
How
sure.
convenient. Huh. I should have thought of that. Oh, I did. So Silvers, when are you going to make contact? The first night?
Yeah, in the dead of night. 3 a.m., the witching hour.
Okay. So you're casting the spell contact?
I'm not going to cast any spells or anything. I'm sitting there. I'm going over the book. I see my diagrams of the spell that this witch captain had that we killed, and I see that it's a summoning circle. And I think I have figured out how to get it to work. And I'm putting all these arcane pieces together in my head. And then I come up with my idea. It's time to contact the demon that has inhabited old Mr. Silver's cranium and see if I can break a deal with him. So I'll sit like Indian style on the ground in the corner with the lamplight spreckling on me a bit. And I'll just roll my eyes up into my head like a medium. And I'll say, "Demon, are you there?" Come out,
And
come out, come out.
at first you hear nothing, but you feel something.
I have a deal for you, demon.
Presence. What kind of deal?
What if I were to tell you that the recent murder of this witch has given me the power to open up a portal to your realm and pull you through?
I would say, prove it.
We're getting ahead of ourselves, though. If I was going to unleash a beast such as you, certain precautions must be taken. The deal being the base of these precautions. You see, I pull you out of this ether realm, you leave me be. No more possession, no more haunting, no more poltergeist, whatever you want to call it.
If you could bring me into this world, I let you be. I leave you alone. That's what you want.
It is. Well, and my crew, of course. Beyond us, I don't care if you tear the world asunder. Just leave us a little island.
No promises about crew. Too many involved. Too easy to make a mistake.
Well,
Deal is for you and you only.
now, nothing is non-negotiable. Maybe the whole crew is ridiculous, but perhaps me and 2 others.
Which 2?
Silver has all scratched the top of his head. Robert the Red. For
No
I don't
longer
think
part
he's
of your
dead.
crew.
He is not dead. He's still our captain. I am going to recover him.
Good luck. Very well, and which other?
Hmm. His hand goes up and starts scratching his chin again, and he thinks back to the time on the island. Two people had helped him, but he can only save one. Where's my dice? All right. Oh, Dutch, the Dutchman.
Hmm. Perhaps we could make a deal. But how do I know that you can do this?
My soul is collateral. You know of my sorceress ability. I can bind us in contract.
I don't want your soul. Souls are useless to me. Devils want souls.
I
I
know
want your body.
I know you don't want my soul, but I do. That should be collateral enough that I intend to follow through on my promise.
No, your body. If you cannot bring me into this world and find me a suitable host, then you will be my host.
What is this talk of suitable host? I'm going to pull you out kicking and screaming like a child from the womb, smack you on the ass and throw you at him.
You can do that?
That's what this book says.
Fine. And if you fail, then I take your body.
Simon sits back and puts his fingers together and thinks for a moment as he rereads the ability to make sure.
Okay. While you do that, we'll flash to Dom and Dutch, maybe a few hours ago, back in their quarters, maybe several hours ago. Back in your quarters, eating your cold dinner now. Any dinner time conversation about recent events?
Yeah, Dom will turn to Dutch and say, I'm going to need a hand with this little scheme with the captains. My scheme.
Well, you have my hand to help, and my blade is yours to guide.
I know you're not afraid of a little butchery. We are going to have to shave Ronald's head. We may have to damage her just slightly. And we may need to butcher Marcus.
I can do all of those things in any order.
Good.
Who's Marcus?
I didn't ask.
Oh, Martin.
Or isn't that or Martin?
Oh, Martin, yeah. Martin.
Hopefully he's roughly the same size. If not, we'll have to shave him down a little bit. Put on Ronald's clothes. Might have to drug the doctor. But I figure we'll drug Marcus or get a reason to get him down to the infirmary. I have the drugs, and he pulls out a little bottle of rum. I'll lose this in a bet tonight, and he can drink it. It'll make him sick. Tomorrow when he's in the infirmary, we'll do our deal.
Well, it shall be so. And then hurriedly, Dutch, he just methodically just shovels in the cold meal, as he has no rum to wash it down either. He just wants to get through it.
Dom hasn't touched his rum rush yet, have you?
Yeah, since we're such friends, you notice Dom will slide his over. You know that he's got a ball or two on his own that he's got in his stash away bag. Here you go, my friend. Drink up. We are friends after all.
And happily, Dutch should have another little snifter of out of his flagon, and he'd start singing an old Dutch sea shanty, but immediately I'm sure be asked to stop.
Yeah. Some of the neighbors says, "What language is that?"
It probably sounds like he's yodeling, like yodel.
That's racist.
You're not going to make a spy, my friend.
It's Dutchist.
Okay. So just after Dom's talking about poisoning somebody with rum, he hands you a cup of rum and you drink it. Yeah. Well done,
Heartily.
Dutch. Well done, Dutch. That's trust. Okay. Back to you, Silvers.
Yep, I've checked my charts and diagrams one last time, and it is indeed what it will do.
Very well. And if you fail, I get possession of your body.
Let us stipulate these terms clearly. If I fail at taking you out of the dimension and bringing you into this one,
Then I get full control of this vessel.
oh, I don't intend to do it. Oh, you're talking about me. Yeah, my vessel, yes. The
Yes.
ship, no. I plan on doing it when we reach land in 2 days' time.
What port are we going to?
Which one was it? It was
NASA.
Nassau.
Oh, that is a tasty morsel indeed. Much better than this puny ship.
Let me ask you this. Has anyone ever brought you out before? Will this be your first night out on the town?
My first. I will drown myself in the blood of the people of Nassau.
I'll slowly nod my head. All right. We have a concordance then. Should I seal the pact?
How?
With my magic, of course.
Very well, we have a deal.
Yep. And I'll close my eyes and pick my hand up and mutter something in some really popping cliquish language from the western coast of Africa. And then I'll smile. It is so. In 2 days' time, the ritual shall commence.
Very well. You and Dutch and Robert the Red shall not be harmed by me. I will leave you alone.
Indeed. And I'll slam the cover of the book. Indeed.
Okay. Next day, I believe you were going to lose some rum in a game, Dom. You can do that, no problem. It's easy enough to throw a card game. You don't have to fucking cheat. I mean,
What does this gentleman look like?
Oh, as in how much does he look like poor Ronald?
Yeah, how much do we need to butcher him before to get him down to suitable size?
Well, he doesn't have tits, for one. Roll a d6.
5.
5. He is quite a bit. How much does Anna weigh, Micah?
Um,
And what's her height?
I don't know.
You can give it to me in meters, so I can convert.
160? 70?
Okay, so she's about 5.5 feet tall. And weight?
What's normal weight? 100 pounds? I don't know.
100 kilos? No, not 100 kilos.
Pounds!
100 pounds. Probably a bit more than that for average weight for 5'6". She might be about 130, 125, 130 pounds, I'd say. Does that sound about right, guys? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
Keep in mind that she's in pretty good shape. She's a sailor and all that, so she's muscular. So I'd say about 130, 135 pounds even. Is that too light, actually? What do you think, Andrew? That sounds a bit light to me now that I think about it. She's 5.5 feet tall?
Make it 140.
Sure. We'll say she's 140 pounds. So in that case, anyway, Martin is 6'1" and weighs just over 200 pounds. And he doesn't have breasts.
We got a lot to work with. Dom will say as he's losing his bet, smiling, and he'll lose that little extra silver. I'll take away 5 silver on top of the rum.
Okay.
But buddy up with them. Is there anybody around her? No, we told him we'll take this one. And we'll just watch. As I lose, I'll step away. Good game. Thank you for playing.
Yeah, no problem. He's happy enough. Yeah, we'll hope to see you again soon. What's your name that you're using on the ship, Dom?
Ian Martin.
And
I can take your name is there, so I just use yours.
Roll a language check for me, please.
7.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to fake a pretty good English accent. So it doesn't even suspect. Obviously, you're quite well tanned, but yeah.
Sailor's life. So we'll kind of stick around just to watch him, observe him, let Dutch know that's our target. I'll need him to help me carry him. Once he's drunk or gets sick, we'll carry him to the infirmary.
Yep, that's no problem. You'll be able to pull all that off. Is there anything else that Silvers wants to do on this day, particularly? While they're executing the plan?
It would be preparation. The one thing, though, that I needed from the demon, too, is his name, because that's going to go into the ritual.
Oh, shit. He would have told you that he'll give it to you when the ritual is ready to commence. Not before.
That's fair.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Yep. So back to the plan. So you guys get him drunk that night.
We're going to have extra clothing, some canvas, rope, our knives and whatnot. I have an English wig and some other tidbits, some grease. He gets his supplies ready.
Mm-hmm. And what exactly are you doing with Anna?
Well, when we go down there, is she conscious?
No. She's still at -4 hit points.
She's going to be pretty pissed when she wakes up. But basically, we're going to. How long is her hair?
Pretty long.
It's not going to be that way for her much. I'll give her a couple inches remaining. If she's got maybe 2 feet of hair, I'll give her about 2 inches remaining.
You give her a boy's haircut.
And we'll basically, it's going to take some time. We'll make sure Dutch is watching. But basically, we're going to gut this, put the canvas out, lay him down there. We'll gut certain parts to make him slimmer. We'll put him in the clothing of what Anna is wearing or something similar. We'll remove his chest or his chest pieces as if he was gnawed on by rats. What else is there? We can do this guy. But basically, we're going to turn him into a nice corpse.
Okay.
A dressed up corpse.
Let's roll a d20 for me. And tell me what you roll.
Dutch rolled a 4.
Okay. I assume that beats your wisdom by quite a bit.
Yep, considerably so. Got 11.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You hear footsteps approaching. And you recognize his footsteps. It's the other doctor. He's coming. Dom's in the middle of his surgery.
I'll tuck my blades away from the butchery, and I'll turn to the door, and I'll walk out to just greet the who I suspect to be the doctor.
Oh yeah, you'd recognize him. He's the doctor who is working on Davy. Davy, by the way, is conscious again, although he's sleeping right now. He was conscious earlier, but right now he's sleeping quite peacefully. He's still in the infirmary as well.
And I'll say in my broken English, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to go talk to the captain right now. And I'll just kind of stand in his way and just try and coax him to go.
Who are you?
Well, I'm one of the guys from shore that just came aboard with new Captain Anthony Newman.
What are you doing in the infirmary?
Well, I was looking for you. You're actually supposed to go talk to him right now. Anthony, the captain, he's got a few things.
Roll d20.
Get out of line here. D20?
Mm-hmm.
A 7.
What's your charisma?
Oh, that's 16. That's my best stat.
Boom. Well, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. And he turns around and he walks off to go to the captain's quarters.
And as he's leaving, I'll just say, and it's great work you've done with Davey in there. He's looking great. And I'll wave him off.
Happy to help. He's a good lad.
And then I'll go back in with my blades out, and I'll say to Dom, should we work at the joints a bit? Get that height down?
Yes, make sure you trim it down to put boots on him.
And yeah, I'll hack away, cut his feet off, and just tear away bits of the bottoms of his legs, but the boots will pull on and pull the feet back on the foot chunks.
Yeah, you'll have to remove.
Don't cut the pants.
You'll have to remove a good chunk of what's underneath the knees anyway, so to get the height right.
But Dom will butcher this guy like a surgeon.
Okay.
Remove. We could have used that doctor. He could have gone mad and attacked her. Second thoughts, second thoughts.
Too late. He's going to the captain now.
Are there, yeah, we'll just continue working until we get it where she's been butchered.
Okay. And then what's the next step?
And actually, we'll burn her a little bit, or burn this body with some gunpowder. Just kind of cover that area.
Here in the galley?
No, we won't. Oh, shit, can't do that.
No, the galley, sorry, the infirmary?
The infirmary? He doesn't have acid or anything of that sort, does he, in this time period?
Curative acid.
No.
That's what I was
That won't
thinking.
work then.
Any sulfuric acid lying around.
But we'll do that. We'll wrap Ronald and wrap this body, leave enough blood for the crew to find enough, some of the hair.
Yeah, Ronald's pretty much naked underneath the blankets, so you'll see Anna, actually. Anna is definitely a woman.
Wrap her in some of the canvas, the extra canvas. He is not too light with her, but he doesn't hurt her. But he's kind of annoyed that he didn't find this out, that there was a female in the crew.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll leave some blood there. We'll take the body and we'll throw it overboard and then report it.
What's your report going to say? What are you going to report?
That we saw the crew. Apparently the crew knows that this is a female.
Uh-huh.
But we left enough blood and hair and other things there. We dumped the body. If they're going to find the body, it should be enough screwed up that they can tell if it's male or female because the tits have been removed. It looks around the same height. It's been beaten up, neaten up. So
what are you reporting as to how she ended up overboard?
Man overboard. Yep.
That's it, just reporting man overboard.
Yep. And then when they start asking what happened, I will say I saw, and I'll describe the female cross over and then jump off.
And they find the blood down in the infirmary.
They'll find the blood trail, once they go to the infirmary. We made it easy. That's why we had the canvas, so we could kind of squirt it like a bottle, so we can lead them where we want them to be.
Seen it before with head injuries, walking around in a fugue state, right off the edge of a ship.
Just say the female is overboard. If I need to lie more, I'll try to lie more, but I'll be the one that.
Sorry, I totally lagged out there when you were just talking about the blood trail. Sorry.
Yeah, well, basically, we're setting it up that she had gone mad, and I will be the patsy, and she just ran forward. She's all blood covered. It looks like she scratched her face. She's bleeding, and she jumped overboard.
Okay. Gotcha. Roll d6 for me, Clay, since this was your plan.
Okay. Anything to add?
I was thinking maybe after we, depending on what happens, we get her, the actual Anna, maybe down to Silver's chambers, but
yeah,
we don't know what's going on there. But
you leave the naked blanket racket in Silver's chambers. In Silver's dark dungeon.
I've got a 5, Ian.
You got a 5? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they don't go after the body. They think about it for a bit, but then they see sharks are in the waters and they decide not to.
So later, but basically, and Tom will say, women or females and on ships, not the best policy.
There's rules for this kind of thing.
You'll get some dirty looks from the English crewmen. It's men have been.
Tom forgot.
Yeah. And one of them will say to you, "Watch your tongue." He says, "I've seen men flogged for such comments before. You don't want to be tied to the mast and whipped."
No, I'm sorry. Forgive me. It's been a long day. The trauma of the island.
Do not forget that the kingdom is ruled by a woman.
Of course. Forgive me. Okay.
And so you drop Anna's naked blanket-wrapped body down in Silver's dungeon. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All
so
yours.
You get a late-night delivery.
I point over to like a bunch of rags and stuff in the corner and say, "Leave it there."
You can see her hair has been cut short. And, yeah.
It's that whole V for Vendetta look.
Mm-hmm. I'm still not entirely sure what the purpose was of cutting her hair. Why are you trying to disguise her? Yeah, was that just something out of spite?
No, I was gonna leave the body there, but I thought better of it after the fact, and I'm like, I can't take that back. So.
Okay, gotcha. I thought maybe you just did it just to piss her off when she finally comes to.
How badly is Ronald wounded?
Ronald is still a couple of days from consciousness with medical attention, or at least 4 days from consciousness without much more medical attention.
Medical attention that we just rescued her from.
Since they brought the creature to me, I shall use my powers.
What powers is that?
Overnight, I'm going to memorize my new spells, and I'm going to do 4 life channels.
Oh, which does?
It allows me to channel 1 damage from myself and turn it into 6 plus 6 hit points for the target. Unless I roll a 1 on a d6, then it is they regain the hit points, but are permanently changed somehow by dark magic.
Nice. Oh, I wish this book had fucking page numbers. Life channel. There it is. So you can transfer life energy, youth, or vigor. You're transferring vigor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't need 4. You could do it just 1, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do all life channels though, because I'm not gonna be at port this next day, and if we're out at sea, I'd rather have the life channels.
Yeah, this is your last day at sea before arriving at Nassau. By the way, people are asking questions about what happened to Martin the cook, and you've been promoted, Dutch. You are now like the sous chef, the second cook, basically, and there's a new head cook. Martin was the head cook before. Sorry, I didn't mention that, but there you go.
The galley will be filled with the yodels of Dutch as cooks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so life channel. Roll a d6 for me, Andrew. This is on the 3rd day. You guys are going to arrive at Nassau the next morning.
You hear this like nasty, dirty flute sound in the background, and I slowly creep over to the unconscious body of Ronald, and I bend down with my hands out, Master Miyagi style, and smack them together and start sparking magic off of them. Here we go. I got a 1. Oh no.
Regain 6 hit points, but is permanently changed somehow by the dark magic.
One of them.
Everything Silver touches turns into a monster.
This is going to give me an opportunity to use a book I've never used before.
Oh, the Metamorphosis one?
Oh, please don't.
I got a table for that.
The Metamorphica. Now, mutation tables. Ooh, good stuff. Okay, I need to roll a D1000. So, fortunately, my Lamentations of the Flame Princess dice set from Noble Knight Games came with a D1000 set. 31. So this is going to be a body mutation. And 1D200. Well, I'm going to do D200. Oh yeah, okay, so we do this for the hundreds, and that's for the percentiles. Right. So it's 198. Are you ready for this, Micah? Oh, holy shit. Okay.
Don't make me one of your minions, Andrew. Damn it.
Ronald, or sorry, Anna. There's no need for illusions anymore. Anna, you're going to gain back 6 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to become conscious, and you can see Silver's over top of you with his crackling energy in his hands, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna have a lot of pain though in your back, like right around the shoulder blades kind of area.
Mm-hmm.
hmm You're not sure what's causing it, but it hurts, and you almost feel it feels like you feel like something moving underneath your skin around the shoulder blades. You can even hear noise back there as it's kind of bubbling and cracking and popping.
Okay. She opens her eyes and moans.
Oh, you're naked,
What?
and Silver's standing over you with
Yeah,
his
I
hands on
think
your
I
back.
don't care right now.
Silver scratches his head and says, "Huh, that wasn't supposed to happen."
What? I try to look at my shoulders.
Silver's you gonna look as well?
Yeah.
You can see like it's like some kind of parasite or something underneath, like moving under over each shoulder blade, in between the shoulder blade itself and the skin, and you see the skin starting to stretch, and it really hurts a lot, Anna.
Silvers, what is happening here?
I believe you're undergoing some kind of metamorphosis.
What? She doesn't even know what that is, I guess.
Roll a. Let's call this a poison save.
Hmm. Oh, wrong system. Wait.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, it's just a non-magic save. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot. We're using playtest rules. It's been a while since I did this. So it's your wisdom based.
Nope.
No? Okay, you're going to scream in pain as the skin continues to stretch and eventually cracks and rips open. And these bone-like objects start to protrude from your back and stretch and spread. And there's like a membrane between them.
Oh, Silvers! She goes crazy.
No, she's screaming like a banshee, Silver. That's going to be heard.
Oh, fuck it.
And it just continues to do so. And this is going to go on for several minutes as these membranes continue to stretch out. And then eventually feathers will start to pop out and spread out as she begins to grow wings.
What? Fuck. So I'm his counterpart now. Okay.
See, it seems you're becoming winged.
No shit!
That wasn't in the book. And he's like scratching his.
Silvers, one day I will kill you! And she's trying to get up and...
No, stay down, stay down. They faked your death.
What death?
You might realize at this point as you're standing up, your hair is not hanging down like you thought it should.
And where's my hair? No, she doesn't say that. She's just going crazy. I don't think she will stop screaming soon.
Yeah, it hurts like hell.
Mm-hmm. How big are those wings?
You're going to have like a 5.5 foot wingspan, so 2.5 foot on each side. Or almost 3 foot on each side, yeah.
That's in meters?
Just under a meter on each side when they spread out.
That's not big enough to fly, is it?
Don't know.
Okay.
Silvers is like quickly flipping through the spell book, and he says, well, I suppose on the bright side, no one will think you're weird for being a female pirate anymore.
What the hell are you talking about? And she tries to smack the book out of his hands. What's happening here?
It seems that the spell from the witch that I cast on you to give you some of my some of my help has, well, transformed you into a monster.
Do I look like you now? And she looks down at herself. She can't see her face, apparently.
Right. No, you don't have
Mhm.
scales. You're just naked and growing wings.
And why am I naked? Is there a blanket somewhere?
Yeah, there's one on the ground that you were wrapped up in before he did his spell.
Yeah, she grabs it.
Silvers will say, well, Dominic and Dutch kind of brought you down here wrapped up in a rug and just threw you in the corner.
What the hell?
Silvers, roll d20 for me.
Okay. 9.
And what's your wisdom?
Ooh, that might not beat my wisdom. Oh, it actually doesn't. My wisdom's an 8.
Oh, okay. So you hear a gasp and a slight cry from behind you. And you turn and look, and you see the cabin boy, Billy, going as he's looking at Ronald or Anna trying to cover herself with a blanket, and her wings kind of spreading out behind her.
Oh shit.
And he turns and starts to run.
I throw my hands up. I'm gonna cast Life Drain on him. Our Life Channel.
Life channel.
Yep. I'm gonna channel his youth.
Could channel his youth into you.
I'm going to gain age and I'm gonna reduce his youth. I'm gonna try to turn him into a fucking baby.
Okay. So, oh, you're trying to reduce his. So, okay, so you're going to age. See, this is the way this works. If youth is transferred, the source ages 1 die worth of years per turn. The recipient regains 1 year of youth.
Yep.
So
So
you're going to age yourself
to
give
turn
him
him
back
into
1 year to turn him 1 year younger.
now it's 1 sec. Let me read it again too.
Yep. It's only 1 year per casting.
Um.
And you'll age 1 die per turn. So, yeah, 1 die basically.
How old is he?
I would say he's about 10.
Nah, it's not gonna work.
That's what I was thinking. I thought you might want to do something different.
I'm Maleficent then.
Okay. Roll two. What is it? 2d6 or 2d8 we were doing before?
2d6.
Was it?
Yeah. Unless
Okay.
it went up at some point.
No,
Does it go
2d6.
up when you level?
No, 2d6 works. Yep. Before.
9 points of fire damage.
Oh yeah, you fucking, burn him to death. He fucking burns to cinders almost. Ash. He screams and does.
Am I still in pain?
You're still in pain, but
Fuck.
you
Okay.
can see what's going on. You can kind of control. It's not as bad now that the wings have broken free, but it still hurts. It's like a throbbing, aching pain, but you don't have to scream anymore from pain.
Oh, was that necessary? It's hopeless with you, Silvers.
Be quiet. You're gonna have to figure out if those wings can fly soon because I might need to ride off of this boat.
Mm-hmm. Thank God you guys are arriving in port the next day. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you burned about. There's nothing left of him. Not even his clothing or anything is gone. It's all ash.
Look, Ronald. Or I should say Anna. Everybody knows now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn you into this monster, but you have wings now. You're different. Special?
Like you?
No, you're not like me. You can't cast magic.
You're not that special.
But you gotta look at this from a good perspective, I guess. People have always wanted to fly. Maybe you can use those things to fly.
When I'm not in pain anymore, we will talk about this again.
He'll look down at his hands. I could try to ease the pain further, and he'll kind of duck because he knows something's going to be thrown at him.
Ooh, she actually thinks about it and she stares at the ceiling for a moment, taking a deep breath.
Oh yeah, take 1 point of damage, by the way, from the wing
Fuck.
actually blowing out of it. No, 1 point of damage just from the wing tearing through your skin.
Okay.
I
What
forgot
are
to.
what are the chances that this will happen again?
Well, the witch didn't even put it in her notes, so I'm guessing it's pretty minuscule.
Guessing. We love it when Silver's guesses.
Do it.
Okay. I'm going to try to focus even more this time. Here it goes. Master
Roll
Miyagi.
D6. The suspense. What did you roll?
She's going to kill me.
Did you roll another one?
No. 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 No.
You're
Yeah.
very quiet
Andrew,
over
why do you always fuck me?
It was my tunnel and troll dice. I got the fucking skull. It's a 1.
Fuck it.
Okay. So, Mikey, you get 6 more hit points back.
Yeah, thanks.
184. It's another body metamorphosis. So,
Oh yeah, 2 more wings, please.
my 2d 100. It's going to be okay. 105.
Oh, come on, do it.
You begin to grow a mane.
What?
A mane.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So hair begins to grow just all around your face and under your chin and everything, all the way around you. You get this long. What color is your hair?
Brown?
Yep, you get this big brown lion-like mane around your face. It goes under your chin and everything. So you got a little beard and up into your hair and everything.
Okay, while he's casting, I'll look at him in anticipation because I don't believe that will happen again, of course.
Okay.
And as my hair starts growing, my
Silver's gonna
eyes
go.
grow even wider.
It doesn't hurt as much. You don't take any damage
Yeah.
from it like you did for the wings,
Cool.
but it's probably pretty uncomfortable. You've never grown a beard before, let alone grown one in seconds.
Mhm. She stays silent for a while, and then says, I will kill you. One day, I will just kill you. And it will be a horrible death, Silvers.
This perhaps warrants more study.
Yes.
She looks a bit like a non-demonic manticore. She's got lion's mane and wings.
Is Dominique? Are you a clean-shaven character? Like, do you go hairless as a man? No beard or anything.
Yeah, Dom. He's got a little goatee. It's really cut fine. But other than that, yeah, he's hairless, long hair.
He sculpts.
I'll
Yes.
say then, perhaps you should go see Dominique. He might be able to teach you how to shave.
Dominic, buddy, Dominic.
Silvers,
Dominic,
you
yes,
will
sorry.
you will go and get Dom for me. Because I can't leave like this. You will go now. Otherwise, we will have to fight. And I will kill you. Now.
The unfortunate thing is though you're kind of in my room and I have studying to do.
Don't challenge me now. After
No,
I've
like-
grown wings
No,
and
it's-
hair in my face. Shut up. Don't challenge me now.
It's nothing like that, Ronald. The captain put me here. They're calling it the dungeon.
You could send the cabin. Oh, never mind.
What?
You just gather the cabin boy up and blow him out, dust in the wind. Go get my friends.
Know what? Give me a cloak. Yeah, the
Ooh.
cloak. And you?
I don't have a cloak. Why don't you just wait?
That you were wrapped up in earlier, before, no?
No, I've got like a buff coat. It's kind of my armor, though.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything, so she's a blanket.
Fuck
Well,
it.
there's a pile of rags. That's where I told him to throw her. So there's cloth,
Oh yeah.
at
True, you had
least.
some rags. Yep, that's much better than a blanket.
Okay. She goes over to that pile and starts covering herself. Help me with those fucking rings, Silvers.
You want me to, like, try to tuck them into? Wait, what?
Yeah, don't know. Just help me. And she's trying to get those wings under the rags, and she's not used to that apparently.
And they're still growing. They're still getting bigger.
Oh great. Mhm.
You know, so I'm helping you put the wings under it, and I say, there was a man in this village I lived in Africa that had a huge hunchback. They used to chase him out to the caves, and he lived there. I don't think that'll happen to you, though. These wings are much more appealing looking.
Can you just do your work and shut up? Just don't talk to me for, let's say, 2 years. That would be convenient.
Yeah,
And
you
when
know what?
she's
Quiet time sounds good. I do have studying to do.
yes, when she's hidden all of her new features,
Yeah, you're not gonna be
she
able to hide the mane unless you got a cloak or something to pull a hood over your head.
yeah, she tries to make a sort of a hood over
We're
her
only,
mane.
we're only a day out. Why don't you just wait here?
How long do we have to sail to? Wherever we are
You're gonna
going.
arrive in the morning,
Okay.
like probably 12 hours or less.
Yeah. Yeah, she snorts. You're
So
right.
he'll go back over to his book and sit down and start flipping through it, and you watch him very deliberately, like, take the edge of one page and slowly turn it, and he looks at the back of the page and goes, "Oh."
She closes her eyes and sighs. Just puts herself in a corner, her head on her knees, and just hopes for no further conversation.
So the next morning, you guys are getting pretty close to port. There's a bit of chaos on the ship. Apparently, one of the cabin boys has gone missing now, and there's screams of pain. Supposedly, people are concerned. They're trying to figure out, draw straws, basically, to see who has to go down and check on Mr. Simons in the because there were a lot of screams coming from his section last night, and they're afraid that maybe he's expired in the night. Um, and they're currently arguing. One guy's drawing the short straw. He's like, "No, no fucking way. I'm not going down there. I don't want to catch the plague."
Dominic will volunteer. He'll go over to that guy who got the short straw. He'll take it from him. Allow me, my friend. Don't worry. Buck up. We're already here.
Yeah, you guys will be docked in an hour.
And Dom will head down.
Okay. Yep. So you'll get down. You'll get down to the room. You'll see. What does he see when he rises to the morning time? Are you guys awake, asleep? What's the story with?
Anna is still sitting in her corner, head on her knees. I don't think she's sleeping.
She's not slept. She slept for days before that anyway. So.
Dom will sputter, "Damn!" as he opens the door. Hello?
Don't ask.
Ronald, is that you?
Yes. Could you be of help with this? And she shows him her new acquired beard.
You know, in Spain, that is a sign of virility. You should leave that on.
I won't. Can you help or can't you?
I can, and he'll slowly approach this new monstrosity. In his head, he's thinking how much he could get for her.
I see it in your eyes. I see it in your eyes. Don't even think about it.
He'll start whatever you need done. He'll trim you up. Where's Silvers at this time?
He's sitting over in the corner reading his book, watching.
He just says, we'll make port, I imagine, in an hour or so, says some of the sailors. What would you like done with, he looks back at Ronald, this, as he's trimming her up.
I think Anna is going to be a brilliant member of this crew from this part forward. Look how useful she's going to be.
Kind of brushes her wing a little bit to get it out of the way. Yeah, real useful, sir. What kind of style do you want? And he'll make his own style, give her kind of that flowing mane, like a horse.
Yeah, give her a goatee.
If she wants one.
That was what goatee.
Don't you dare! I don't want
I think
any hair in my face region, please.
And we get you that goat twirl that goes down your
No.
But he'll trim it off. You haven't mentioned you're missing hair, so.
Give her a straight razor shave.
Yeah, on the sides, we'll just give her that flowing mane.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look at it this way. You got hair again.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Are you going to be able to hide these things?
What do you think? And she gets up and shows him her
They stretch out
wingspan.
now. They stretch out to be about nearly 2 meters on each side.
Oh, holy shit.
When you stretch them out, you can fold them back up to be about a meter on each side when they fold kind of in half. You know.
What?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
the feathers are getting thicker, and they're actually you've already shed a lot of white kind of down on the ground around the area where you sat all night, and the feathers are coming in really kind of a brown to match your nice flowing mane.
I need help. She just says plainly,
We could remove them.
I could just kill you.
He steps back, bows out a little bit, and then he'll yell over to Silvers, this is why they don't mix. I'll leave this to you, Captain. I'll let the crew know that you folks are alive. Anna, you're dead. You can't be coming around. He'll throw a rag at you. You might want to cover your face. They might recognize you. And he'll leave before it gets too violent.
Nice. So as you guys are pulling into port, let's take a quick bio break. Everybody, I need a fresh drink. Everybody use the toilet, get a coffee, drink, whatever. Smoke them if you got it. Back in a minute. Back. Anyone else there? Hmm.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So am I.
Man, that was interesting.
I didn't want to
Don't
turn.
bother doing too much prep for these games. I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
It's funny because in my last game for Days of the Leopard, I turned 2 people into things with wings,
Heard
essentially.
about that. Yeah.
And I didn't find out about that until my final prep either. I was like, I read the hex, and I was like, oh, son of a gun.
Yeah. What do you call it? A dragonborn well or something like that? Was it? Or?
Oh well, yeah. And when I messaged you, I said, yeah, they drank the Dragonborn water, but
That's yeah.
the race is called Terrian, but it has like a silent P, like pterodactyl or whatever.
Right.
That's essentially what they are, is pterodactyl men now.
That's the first time I've got to use the Metamorphica, and I got to use it twice, so I have to thank Andrew for that.
Hey, no problem, man.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew.
It's too
All
bad
my
I
stuff
got
is pretty
body metamorphosis both times, because you can also get bodily function metamorphoses, mind behaviors, mind cognition, psychic powers, or supernatural attributes.
Let's spend like a couple months out in the jungle with Silver's mutating us.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Everybody's back then, yeah? Ready to resume?
Yep.
So, the captain will come down to see you, Silvers, just as you're minutes from full dock.
Can I hide somewhere?
Roll a d20.
10.
What's your wisdom?
13.
You hear him coming. You can hide somewhere. You can hide somewhere.
Is there a bed?
No.
Oh,
There's a pile of rags, which you're partially covered in. But there's plenty of crates and stuff. You're down in the corner of the hold. You could hide behind something.
yeah.
Like a
Could
big...
she try to like jump out a window and hang on it with her fingers?
No, there's no windows down here because this deck is probably mostly below water.
It's like very bottom of the ship.
Yeah. But you can hide behind something, no problem. So he comes down and he says, Mr. Silvers, we are arriving in Nassau. I would appreciate if you waited for the all clear to depart the ship. I'd like you to be one of the last to leave.
I don't have any problem with it necessarily, but what's the reasoning?
Well, you make the men uneasy. I'd like most of the people who are going ashore to be ashore when you leave. I can send your men down to you if you wish, so you can all leave together if you fear for your safety.
Send them down to me anyways. I doubt you and your men possess the instruments to threaten me, but I'd like to give them some orders while I'm having downtime.
What of your crew woman, Ronald? I know the cook has gone missing. So has one of my cabin boys. I heard about the screams last night.
Oh dear. Well, wasn't me.
Well, very well. I will send the Spaniard and the Dutchman down to you as soon as I can. They should be here within a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Just walk away.
Oh, and Captain, or I'll say it, Capitan. In the future, if you ever want to do business, of course, come and find me.
I don't know. I don't suppose you'll be easy to find, but if you ever hear of the Vigilant in local waters, you'll know I'm close.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to find me. I often leave a wake of destruction behind.
That is a habit you should really consider changing. And he nods and he turns and starts to walk away. So, cabin boy will come up to you guys, Dom and Dutch, and tell you that you're wanted down in the hold. There's you're supposed to report to Mr. Simons, the sick crewman, and look after him on the captain's orders.
When the boy comes to get me, I'll toss him an orange that's got a bunch of cloves stuck in it to make it preserved, and say, no problem, kid. I'll send him on his way with a little treat, and then I'll go down with Dom.
Dom will gather his kit and every other bag that he's got. Let us go. He's kind of encumbered down. He's kind of weighed down some.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he'll head down.
And finally, all 4 of you are together again and conscious.
As we're approaching the hold, I put my hands on Dutch's shoulder. Brace yourselves. This is going to be a little difficult to understand. As I open the door for him.
The ship is docked now. Some of the men are already starting to prepare to depart the ship. Preparations are being made. The ship is going to be staying in port for a day or two at least. So you walk into the back kind of the hold where Silvers has his little area. Are you hiding again, Anna? Or
I don't know that it's them, so I guess yeah.
Okay. So at first you'll just see Silvers. Are you still sitting and reading, or?
Yeah, I'll slam the book shut, just finishing up memorizing my new spells.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch might say he'll look over to the rag area where we had heaped the body of our unconscious crewmate. Where's Ronald? Is he up and about?
I healed him. I mean her, Anna. Now I healed her.
Dom has braced me for something.
She looks over the rim of the crate she's hiding behind, and there's a lot of hair and a few feathers peek over the rim too.
And Dutch looks back to Dom and he says, "You're right, it's growing back already." And but his eyes.
We keep that secret, man. We keep that secret.
But his eyes widen when he sees the breadth of these massive wings.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him if you've got questions, she just says plainly.
Are you still dressed in rags, wrapped in rags?
Of course, I've got nothing else.
Okay.
Dom will say, we can give you some canvas. We'll cut a hole in it. Get you a little rope belt.
Dutch could offer his frilly pirate shirt.
You're muted, Micah.
I need some more holes than usual, you know, and she flaps her wings.
Can you fold those up so we can try to hide you?
She does so, and Ian, you said there's still enough to be seen, yeah?
Yeah, they still stick up quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah, she's struggling with them.
We could break them at the joint.
I can break you.
He steps behind Dutch.
Women, maybe it would be best to cut them off.
Well, this hold makes people do crazy things. Why don't we go to the island?
But how do I get out of here? Is there...
Oh, I know what you should do. It's time. Let's go up to the deck once everyone's off and spread your wings and fly.
But I still have to get up there, you know?
We're gonna be the last ones off the ship.
There'll still be some crew on the ship. They won't leave the ship completely abandoned, but yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll run up.
Good.
So you can try it?
I guess we have to. Or is there possibly a window which is big enough for me in the next rooms, maybe, or on the way up to deck?
The next level up would be like the gun deck. You might be able to get through one of the cannon things, although your wings are kind of big. It might be a tight squeeze now. The biggest windows, of course, are in the captain's quarters, but you'd have to get up to the deck before you get to those anyway, so. Just imagine the size of these wings. They've almost like doubled your torso mass, if you want to consider it like that. You know?
What daytime?
What
Sorry.
about the captain's window? He's going to be off the ship as well. You could possibly flutter out or try to flap out. Maybe alternate.
Again, unless you're going to burrow up from underneath, you'd have to get onto the main deck before you get to the captain's doors. You know what I mean? So.
And you might as well jump off the main
By that
deck.
point, they're on the deck. Yeah.
It's morning, right?
It's morning. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow, this will be great. You have to go first, and I will follow as best as I can.
Okay. So you guys are going to lead the way?
Yeah, and Dutch will he'll take his shirt off and he'll slash it on the back. Just makeshift for wing slots, and then hand it over.
Yeah, she puts it on.
It's probably
Nods.
pretty big on her, but yeah. It was a nice gesture.
And he's ready. I guess is that what the actual crew of the ship is doing? They're all the Vigilants. They're all getting off.
Most of them, yeah. Some are staying aboard, but most of them are going up offshore for some shore leave for a couple of days before the ship sets sail again. You will also be reunited with Davy and Number One. They'll come down, report to say, well, Number One says nothing, but Davy will say, "We were told to report here to you, Captain," and he salutes to Silvers. He says, "Captain, are you feeling okay?"
Feeling great, lad.
And he looks over at Anna and he says, "Who's that?"
She smiles. Everything is fine, Davy.
Silver says, he is a she, and she is an angel manticore.
"Captain, they let you have a woman down here? Oh, it's good to be the captain."
Okay,
What?
Anna's speechless.
Dutch will just punch the kid, Davy, approvingly in the shoulder. Not the one that was shot recently.
I was just going to ask. Which shoulder?
Silvers will say, there'll be time for those stories when we get ashore, Davy. We're leaving. Come on.
Yes, sir. Okay. And the six of you, I'm going to say that, what was his name? Yeah, Hawkins and the other guy, the sniper, not the sniper,
Morris?
Yeah, Morris. They both have gone missing, AWOL or something. You're not sure. Maybe they've abandoned or something in here in NASA. You're not sure, but you don't see them. But so the six of you can depart.
On our way up, is there? I don't know. Do we go through the quarters of the crew?
Yeah, you'll pass through all the decks on your way up, pretty much. So.
Okay, I'm looking for a weapon, a dagger or something I can pick up.
Oh, you'd probably be able to find a dagger, no problem.
Okay.
Yep. I'll see you get a dagger. You won't find anything fancy, like a pistol or anything of that sort, but yeah, you get a dagger. You probably come across lots of bits of clothing, sailor's clothing and stuff here and there too. Maybe even a cloak.
Yeah, I grab what I can, what seems to be useful.
Okay. Yeah, you find a good sized cloak that you could put over. It'll cover the wings, but it'll look like you have a hunchback.
Okay.
Okay. And then you guys get up to the deck. Your lead, Captain?
I'll point at the open sky and say, spread your wings and fly.
Not now, Silvers. Let's get off that ship.
Fine.
She puts a hand on.
It's okay, Andrew. I was kind of hoping she'd try it too, but yeah. You're muted again, Micah.
Yeah, great. She puts a hand on Dutch's shoulder just to, yeah. She bends over a bit to appear a bit more older, fragile, sick, whatever.
Mm-hmm. There'd be some whispers amongst the remaining crew about how strange that rescue crew was. That island changed them. Must have been horrible things they experienced.
Silvers will say to Dutch as we're getting off, "Me and you must have words."
And Dutch will just nod as he's taking the weight of this hunchback on his shoulder.
Hunchback woman, apparently, as well.
Maimed.
Mained and maimed. Okay, so where do you want to go as you arrive in the port of Nassau? Nassau is a pretty modest port town, actually. It's not as big as it could have been. It's only about 1,200 people here at the moment living here. And even though it's an English port, most of those people living here are kind of, well, they'd be, what's the word for them again? Free sailors for the most part that operate, privateers and such.
Are there any?
Not a lot of English soldiers here. In fact, the English arriving from the ship have just more than doubled the amount of English soldiers here in Nassau.
Do we see any caves or anything like that?
From here, no. Actually, it's a pretty small island. There's a small wooded area, perhaps past the town, but it's not a very big place.
All right, good. Anna's safe. Let's go to the bar then.
Okay. Yep. You go to the first bar you see. It's packed full of a lot of sailors that just came off of your ship.
Sounds good to me.
That does. Yep. Go in. Probably get some weird looks from the clientele and from the staff, especially Anna and Silvers. And even number one, he'd get some weird looks too, being,
Dutch will lean
a member
over
of the Carib tribe.
Lean over to Anna and say, I think they're staring at me. I'm not wearing a shirt.
Oh, no, he wasn't Carib, was he? He was Taino. Sorry.
She pats his shoulder with her other hand and nods. You're the good guy.
And, Dutch has got a keen eye to the bar, but I think he's riding at zilch for coins.
So Dutch is looking at the bar and salivating.
Yeah.
Anybody got any coin? Anybody gonna buy drinks, or what are you gonna do here?
I'm going to have a word with Dutch.
You're gonna take him aside, away from Anna and Dom?
Yep.
Okay.
Dutch is eager to be cordoned off. He's hoping it's to have a drink bought for him.
You'll be sadly disappointed because Silvers is broke. But sorry, you were saying something, Clay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't. Dom will just follow along with Anna. Unless you're acting suspicious. He's always watching everyone.
I might be looking a little suspicious.
We'll get her seated, then we'll wait for a little bit. If you're gone too long, he'll go and look for you.
So Dom and Anna sitting at a table together.
Yeah.
That's going to be awkward.
Dom
Do
is
you have
across
any
the
coin?
table.
She whispers, do you have any coin left?
You hear the crinkling of his, or the coin crinkling in his bag. Lots and lots of coin. No. But I'll buy you a drink.
Yes, I need one. Maybe 2 or 3.
Getting drunk works. In his head, he's seeing her in chains, being sold off. Yes, have a few. We'll order a few rounds.
Nice. Get her drunk.
Yep. They're all docile.
Okay. Cut over to Silvers and Dutch as Dutch looks longingly at the bar as you walk past it.
So we'll go over to like a shady corner and stop, and I'll say, "Alrighty, here be the deal, Dutch. I read that book, the one that the witch left. That's how our friend Ronald/Anna over there came into her predicament. But I found other things in that book. You know, the demon that's been living inside of me." And I'll wait a second as if I'm trying to figure out if the demon's going to chime up and speak.
Doesn't. He's been strangely quiet ever since you had your last conversation.
Oh, I recall the anomalies going on within your head, indeed.
This demon, I've made a deal with him. I'm going to open up a portal using the spell I found in this book. The demon's going to come out, and my guess is he's probably going to go on a rampage here and kill, eat, or fuck everything. I was able to barter your safety as well as Robert the Red's in case we ever encounter him, but the other two, they didn't fall in as part of the deal. So what I'm thinking is we need to commandeer a ship and get them far off the island before I'm about to try what I'm going to try.
That sounds wise. And I would still worry for ourselves and Robert the Red. Nonetheless, deals with demons and whatnot.
I'm hoping if we can get a ship and put anchor out, we can make the deal, all of you guys on the ship, and then I can fly out using one of my large stone beasts and join you before the demon has a chance to do anything. Then we leave and never come back to Nassau again. Well, I don't think there's going to be much left. Just between you and me.
So, this is a deed that is probably best done in the darkness. But you have me at your side. I'll see this through.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you, Dutch. I knew. And I'll slap him on the shoulder and say, "I buy you a drink, but I'm dry."
And he winces in pain. He's covered in open wounds as you slap him.
Oh yeah, Dutch, you're pretty banged up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you still below half hit points?
Yeah, I'm at 1 because I'm pretty sure I've been working every day.
They should have put you in the infirmary, but yeah, they didn't. You're still at 1.
Yeah.
You know, Dutch, there's something I could do for those wounds.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. I did the same thing to her, and well, look what happened.
I already have a beard. The ability to grow a beard. It looks like you breathed life into her. She was unconscious when we delivered her to you. And we thought she was a man, too.
It will take a little preparation. Why don't you come see me tonight, and we'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I will do. Until then, I'm going to try and bum a cigarette. He's looking at all the bum-drunk faces in the crowd.
I tell you what, Dutch, roll a charisma check for me.
All right.
Dutch is a likable guy.
Got a 7.
Oh yeah, you're able to schmooze around, talk to people. You manage to get people to buy you drinks and people to buy you, give you tobacco and stuff, and you manage to have a great time because you're likable and you talk to people and they're like, "Ah, yeah, you're all right, Dutch. Yeah, come on, I'll buy you a drink." And
excellent.
They just keep buying rounds, taking turns, and it just you never have to buy a round because everybody knows you're broke. So back to Anna and Dom. Anna, he keeps feeding you drinks so you can drink. Okay, Anna, roll a non-magic save.
One six.
1-6, partial save. Okay, so you get pretty drunk. You're not like blackout drunk, but you're pretty wasted. And actually, there is one particularly really drunk sailor He's got a big beard. He's missing an eye. He doesn't have an eye patch or anything like that. He's just got one of those crappy little like kind of wooden fake eyes on it, but it looks horrible. And you also notice it's got an English flag painted on it. He's he walks with a bit of a limp. He's got a huge gut. He looks like he's probably been a sailor for at least 30 years. And he has taken a real liking to you, man. Yeah, I don't even mind you got a hunchback, lady. You're my kind of girl.
Well, you're not my kind of man, I must tell you.
Oh, well, that's a perfect reason for you to have another drink on me.
Well, I take that.
Dom, you're, of course, witnessing this since we're seeing it at the same time. You're alone.
Dom is just greedily pulling his little goatee. Kind sir, I'll get that drink for you if you give me the coin to purchase it. I know what the lady likes, as he kind of points to the empty glasses that he's been buying her. And he gives you that wink.
He says, yes, of course, yeah. Here you go. He gives you some coins. He says, run along, bring us back some drinks. I'll have a grog.
On his way to the barkeep, he'll grab some nasty-looking glasses. He's got a little rum in his bag. He'll fill it up a little bit and pocket some coin and bring it right back. Here you go.
He says to you while Dom's gone, Anna, he says, I don't know what you see in that pretty boy anyway. You need a real man in your life.
And you're one?
Yeah, I've been a sailor for 27 years on these seas.
Oh, really? So you're experienced.
I've been here longer than the Dutch.
Uh-huh. Know what?
What?
We can always use some help, you know. We've got some problems, you know?
You and this pretty boy?
Oh, no, my friend's somewhere, and she points to the whole inn.
What do you mean? Your friends here?
Oh, yes, of course. A lot. 2 more.
A lot. 2 more. Nice. What kind of help do you need?
Oh, we always need some more good men to help us acquire a new ship, you know.
What?
And, yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're a sailor yourself, are you?
I am.
I knew I liked you. Where's that dirty Spaniard with those drinks?
She looks around. Where is
You
he?
see him blatantly filling a cup from his own bag, pocketing the silver he took from him.
Yeah, she doesn't care right now.
You get a little more than he does, so.
There he is! Dom! Dom!
Dom.
My dear. Yes, how can I help you?
My name's Peter, but you can call me Pete. Salty Pete.
Dom, that's Pete. Pete?
You've made a friend.
Oh, yes. Pete will help us, right?
Well, I happen to be looking for a new ship myself, so I may. And he puts his one arm around Anna and pulls her in, and he raises his glass. He says, "To new friends," and offers a toast.
To new friends.
And
Dom will pick up an empty glass from the table and raise it.
he starts chugging away.
Does she see Silvers and Dutch somewhere? If she tries really hard.
Probably see Dutch off drinking with some group of guys, probably playing cards or something, or playing dice or something social.
Okay, she starts waving. Dutch! We've got a new friend! That's Pete! She points at him.
And Dutch would look up from the crowd that he's bumming pinches of tobacco from and conversing with, but he scowls a little when he sees that it's a Britishman that's joined the group here.
Mm-hmm. And none of you see Silvers anywhere. Silvers has disappeared.
But in time, Dutch would come over and he'd set himself down with a plume of smoke following him.
Do you drink your drink, Anna?
Oh yes, I get. I think she will.
Yeah.
And you guys realize that must have been the reason why she didn't drink that much in the past, because she just gets batshit crazy.
Really drunk.
Yeah.
What was in that drink again? There's some kind of
There's-
poison in that, right?
I've got a clear one and I got a poison one. I wouldn't have poisoned her. That would make her sick.
Oh, you didn't poison Anna. You just poisoned Pete, or no?
No, I just gave him. It's regular.
Oh,
booze,
okay, it's regular.
the cheap stuff.
I thought you were pulling it.
No. No, I just wanted the silver. So how much silver did I get from the man? I didn't want to. I wanted to steal from him, so I took his silver instead of giving him booze. I gave him my own.
Oh yeah, it was only 2 drinks. But I gave you 1 silver piece. Yeah.
That works. That adds to the pile. I've got silvers. I have mine, and then I have that that silver from the camp. So he's happy. One adds to many.
Okay, very good. So you guys get pissed drunk. Pete vows to join your crew. He says he's got maybe some friends he might be able to talk into coming along as well. Give him some time. Where are you staying? Where is your room, darling? He says to Anna.
She turns to Dom. Dom, where's my room?
Dom's a little offended. I'm not paying for this operation, okay? I'll find your room. Be right back. He smiles an evil smile, puts his hand on Dutch's shoulder. Enjoy your booze, my friend, and he'll add a few silver, or he'll go to the barkeep and get these guys another round,
Okay.
deducting it from whatever treasure they get later.
Okay. And what about the room?
We'll ask the barkeep if there's an open room here.
Yeah. I have a couple of rooms available.
How much?
Singles only.
That's fine.
How much? That's a good question. Hold on. Let me pull up my rule book here. Let's see how much is a cheap ass room. A shitty room. Meal, bottle, feed, lodging. It'd be 1 silver piece for the night.
Since it don't cost him anything, he'll turn in the silver piece.
Yeah, that's a silver piece you took from the other guy. Yeah.
I'll take one for my friend over there, looking back at the
Dutch?
drunk Anna.
Oh, Anna. Okay. How many rooms are you taking? Just 1?
And I'll get Dutch a room. I don't know where Silver's went.
So 2 rooms, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. He'll hand you 2 keys.
I'll
So
head
there
back
you go,
and give
the
Anna
numbers
her
on the
keys. We'll head back and give Anna her key. Here's your room. Your expenses will be deducted from whatever hauls we make.
And Pete will reach out and take the key and say,
He
"I'll
gives
see the lady to her room."
Does he look great to me now? Is he pretty?
Roll a non-magic save.
Partial.
Partial success.
Mhm.
He doesn't look great. I mean, he still looks like he's probably 50 years old, but there's something rugged and strong about the man, more so than just his scent.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
She giggles. I'll follow
Come on,
soon.
No. Come on, I insist. And he takes you by the arm and tries to kind of pull you along.
Are you sure? You know I've got a little secret, huh?
Huh?
A little
Well,
secret, you
Don't
know?
spoil anything. We'll find out later. Let's go.
No. Okay. She waves to the others.
Dom will smile and wave. Have fun.
And Dutch is already finishing Pete's drink.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Andrew's comment. I could make him look 49. Okay. Oh, Dutch is what? You're eyeing Pete's drink?
Oh yeah. Like as they're leaving, as she's saying, waving goodbye, he's already Dutch is leaning over, at least checking to see if there's even any drink left. But he's like, yeah, looking for more booze and whatnot.
Okay. Okay. Um, Dutch and Dom, anything else you guys could do in the bar?
Dom will ask, Dutch, is Silver's coming back? Is he studying his book? What's going on? What's the plan? And Dom is sober.
And
So your irritation.
I know he has a dark plan for all of us, but hopefully it'll work out for the best. But no, I'm just waiting for the next step in the plan.
Are we going to commandeer a ship here, steal it, buy it?
Well, I definitely
Steal it.
think we
We don't
need
have
to
the
get
funds
the ship.
for one.
I don't think we're the type to be paying for a ship.
You've got a crew of about 7 if you count old Salty Pete.
We could always get a few crew members drunk and chain gang them to do it.
Shanghai?
Shanghai, yeah.
Yeah, chain ganging is something else. We can gangbang them. I mean,
No, that doesn't profit us very well.
Press gang, isn't that what it's
Press
called?
gang. There you go. There's the word.
This still sounds wrong though.
a little bit.
But yeah, I don't think Dutch is looking too intimidating right now because he is he's like a hair's breadth away from just passing out unconscious.
Nice.
Well, maybe you should rest. Here, I got you a place to stay.
And yeah, Dutch would accept the key and he'll walk serpentine on his way to as he staggers to his room. Get a few winks before the foul acts need to be performed. This demonic rituals.
Okay. All right. So, back to Anna. What happens when Pete drags you up to your room? Just a single bed. He'll kind of push you in and close the door behind him and lock it and say, "So, what's this secret you have for me?"
Oh, I show you. And she drops her rags.
You're wearing a shirt now, aren't you?
Yeah, okay, she pulls it
Oh
off.
yeah, but yeah, you had a cloak over that. That's right. Yeah. So the wings stick out from the shirt. You can still pull the shirt off, or just take off the cloak.
Oh,
Oh.
no, everything.
She just drops trowel and all, gets
Mhm.
naked, and wings spread out.
Yeah, it spreads her arms as well. Ta-da!
This is going to require a saving throw.
What?
A little Salty Pete. Salty Pete's jaw drops as he starts to take you in, and then he looks and sees the wings spread out, and his eyes get even wider, and he just passes it, like collapses, faints, and falls on the ground at your feet. With a loud thud as well. He's well over 200 pounds.
Oh, what did I recruit there? Shit. Oh well, she goes to bed.
Okay. And he begins to snore loudly.
Yeah, she probably too.
Well, that was exciting. Back to Silver. Or Dom. Yeah, Silver's gonna be busy for quite a while. It's gonna be. Oh, it was early in the day when you guys got here. Come to think of it, shit. I guess that you guys have been drinking for hours at this stage, so it's the afternoon. But yeah.
Dom will just talk with barkeep on, I guess, local rumors. You know, he'll pay up to 5 silver just throughout the next couple of hours to get some information from him. Beggars, you know, who to rely on, rumors, stuff like that. Ships that are here that we could possibly steal.
Okay. Sailors looking for work, stuff like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Turn a profit in this town somehow. And then, other than that, he's just going to observe who comes in, who comes out.
Okay. So, Silvers, you're going to have that spell prepared kind of into the late evening. So, say it's probably like 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I told him I'd come back to him at night. My plan is 2 life channels, 1 rock speak, 1 conjure.
Okay. Cool. So, Dutch, did you go up to your room and pass out eventually, or yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Anna's passed out. Salty Pete's passed out. Dom's still hanging out around the bar, talking to people, getting information on sailors looking for work, reliable sources of information, ships that might be right for taking. I will say number one's getting pretty drunk as well, and he keeps giving drinks to Davy, who's also pretty drunk. In fact, no, Davy's sleeping, laying like face down on a table.
We'll keep him close. Make sure number 1 doesn't get into any trouble with the locals.
Mhm. Okay, and that's what you walk into, Silvers. You don't see, of course, Ronald or sorry, Anna or Dutch. I've been calling
Dutch
you
will
Ronald for so long.
Dutch will shout, like I will swing the door open and walk in my buff coat and say, "I have come for the man known as Dutch."
What? Dutch? Yeah, to Dutch! And a bunch of guys raise their glasses. Yeah, good old sailor lad, Dutch.
Aye, where did they put Dutch? Where's he staying?
And who be ye? Looking for Dutch.
I be Simon Silvers. And I say it threateningly.
What? Simon Silvers? Yeah, the wanted posters? And you see wanted poster on the wall, Simon Silvers. Doesn't look anything like you anymore, but...
Had a little bit of a dance with the devil. Probably need to update that document you're looking at.
What do you want with Dutch?
Dutch is a member of my crew.
And they kind of bristle a little bit, look like they're thinking about fighting.
I wouldn't try it if I were you. I could kill all of you before you stand up.
Dom will then turn around. Hey, Captain. No need to scare the locals now. Dutch is sleeping it off in the back.
Silvers will nod. I'm going to go talk to him alone now. No matter what you hear, do not come in.
You see Dom's eye raise up, and then you see him caressing that nice trim beard, his beard. All right, with his weasel smile.
Okay.
He's up there, points to his room.
Yeah, Silvers will go up.
Okay.
Dutch isn't the type to even shut a door, let alone lock it.
Okay. Door's partially ajar. You hear Dutch snoring inside.
I'll help myself and once again slowly creep up to him while he's sleeping. Take my hands out and start rubbing them together. And then I cast it on him. You want to roll your own d6, Dutch? I think I'm saying that because at this point, if I roll a third one, people are going to start getting suspicious.
Yeah. Here it comes. Oh, I got 2 there. It's much worse.
No, I think that's just a straight up.
Success.
You regain the number rolled worth of hit points. So it's 1 die. Yeah, not. I haven't been rolling those actually. Oh yeah, that's because it's always 6 hit points when you roll one. You regain 3 hit points, Dutch.
I believe it's +6 too, isn't it?
No, that's only if you roll 6.
Oh, it's only okay.
Okay.
So that's number 1. Number 2.
Number one, you get 6. So yeah. Oh, sorry. That's spell number 1. You're gonna cast it again.
Yep. Roll another
Again,
d6.
Dutch.
All right. Here it is. 1.
Oh!
Oh, what happened?
You get 6 more hit points
Angels!
back. You get 6 hit points back.
One of us.
Ooh, wait a
Come
minute.
on.
This time.
Freak
I
show
rolled
crew.
different. Okay, this is a bodily function table. So here we go. Wow. Really? That's it? Okay. Roll d6 for me, Justin.
Okay. 4.
A 4. Okay. You have developed an allergy to something relatively mild.
Wait, maybe don't tell me until
Alcohol.
I.
No, if you rolled a
Sea
1, it would have
salt.
been alcohol.
Sea salt.
Something mild, something not too. Something won't come up too often.
Soap.
Cool. Yep.
Never bathes in.
You
That's all
developed an
Dutch.
allergy to
That's all
soap.
Dutch.
You can write that
That
on the
punishes us, not him.
Dutch, you now have an allergy to soap.
All right. No more bathing once a year.
Hmm.
How
Okay.
badly wounded does he still look?
He's almost at halfers.
It's almost
Now-
at half. Yeah, you can give him another one.
This is where Silvers gets really, really risky.
I think
No,
I'm still
I've learned-
sleeping like a baby, too.
I've learned my lesson. Tomorrow's another day. There's time for another live channel. I'll just smile and leave. I won't wake him.
Okay. So Dutch allergy soap. And Dutch, of course, doesn't know that he's allergic to soap yet, so. Okay. So you leave him there asleep. And what else then? Anything else this night?
Well, I'm broke, so I can't even afford a room. So I'll go down to the bar again and say, "Who's owed money by another man? I'll go collect it."
Captain, I wouldn't have you below yourself on errand duties. Dom will say from the bar. A room has already been purchased as he slides that coin over to barkeep.
Ah, you're too kind, Dom.
I do what I can, Captain.
Yeah, so he'll
Okay.
take the key and go to the other room.
To sleep. Okay. And what about Dom himself?
Dom will actually get up, go to the wanted poster. He'll ask for ink and quill. And he'll actually start changing Silver to the wanted poster.
Okay. Changing him how?
Turning him into a lizard man.
Cool. Make him look more like himself.
What's the bounty on him?
Oh man, what was the bounty on you before? Do you remember what
I
it
think
would
when
have
we
been up to?
joined, it was like 500 or
Really?
250.
I think it was
250 or
500. Yeah, I think it was 500 for me, and was it? I was 500 for one of us, 250 for the other. I can't remember which.
Right, 500 for you, 250 for Robert the Red. Robert the Red, there's a poster for Robert the Red too. It's still 250, but the poster for Simon Silvers now says 1,500 silver piece reward. Wanted dead or alive, preferably dead.
Wait till they hear what I did on that island.
Oh, I don't think this island can pay that. He'll just finish. Before he finishes, he'll take that one. He'll dress it up the best he can. He'll go for Anna. He'll draw one up, I guess, on one. And then when we leave, I'm just going to pass it over to the barkeep when we decide to leave the island.
The Anna doesn't actually have a poster. Do you want to make one?
Oh, she
for
doesn't?
her? No.
Oh yeah, he'll make one for his crew. He'll make one for the crew.
Okay.
Dutch, I'll draw it out. But basically, I'm going to try to eventually get these pumped up, see how much I can do before they won't ask for more money for them. I mean, we got freaks. I mean, we got the Bird Girl, we got Lizard Man. I mean, if I can just survive to collect, I think it'd be great.
Okay. Night turns into day. Anna, you awaken to the sounds of Salty Pete screaming and scrambling for the door, trying to get out of the room. Help, help, it's a goddamn monster! She's a freak! She's a freak!
Oh, shut up. What's your name? Pete?
What happened? What are you?
I am. She sits up and spreads her wings. Your angel of love, what did you think?
You're still naked, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I need a drink. And he just kind of sinks down to the floor, leaning against the door because he can't find the key to open it.
Well, we've got our quartermaster who provides our drinks, you know. I remember you being part of our crew now.
He sinks his head into his hands. What have I done?
Oh, it will be great. Did I tell you about that ghost ship?
Ghost ship?
Oh, yes. You will have a great time.
Listen, I don't suppose you have the key to this door, do you?
What key?
Son of a bitch.
I can't even remember how we ended up here. She looks around.
And now obviously you're not really drunk anymore, so he looks just like himself, the fat old sailor that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else who's sleeping in might have woken up to his screams and banging on the door. It's up to yourselves if you wish. Yeah.
Let's all gather out in the hallway, Scooby-Doo style.
Okay, sounds good. You can do so. You'll all be there. Salty Pete's just looking. He looks at you and says, "And who be you?"
That's your captain.
Oh, he says that to me?
Hmm.
Why, I'm Simon Silvers. Who be you?
Our new crew member, she screams from inside the room while getting dressed.
Salty Pete's the name. I guess I've joined your crew, and he offers you his hand.
Yeah, I'll slowly extend my hand and give him like a limp fish shake. And I'll say, so, Pete, what's your speciality? What do you bring to the table?
I'm a sailor. I've done just about every job on a ship that can be done. Not too shabby in a fight either, if I may say so. I've lived this long, not by being a fool and not by being weak.
But the cannons are mine.
I found myself seduced by your angel of love in there last night, and here I be. But I'm your man. I've got nowhere else to be. Where's our ship?
You're getting ahead of yourself. A couple questions first. And I'll nod at the quartermaster, knowing he's probably going to want to ask him some stuff about how abusive of supplies he is.
Well, you did say you'd have a few boys join you on your duties. Where be they at?
I'll need to ask around, see who I can scrounge up, but I know a lot of sailors on this rock, and a lot of them be looking to get away again.
Well,
we've all been enjoying our temporary retirement, you see, but silver, it always runs out.
Yes, it does, for those who do not spend wisely. Gather your friends, as many as you can, and we will have his ship ready for you. Remember, he kind of nods over to the bird lady, you did sign the contract. And a contract signed is a contract.
He goes kind of ashen white. He looks down at his pants. He says, I did? No, I didn't.
He just smiles.
He says, but don't
anyway,
worry. I'm no deserter.
Good. I'd hate to have to kill you. Or feed you, and he points back over to the winged one, or the fish guy, or the lizard man here. He just kind of insinuates he doesn't want the captain to see he's pointing at him with his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I will nudge Dutch and say, and this over here be me first mate. He keeps the men in line, distributes my beatings when I see fit, and every now and then a random killing. Isn't that right, Dutch?
Oh, absolutely true, sir. And Dutch will step forward and grab Pete's hand and brace the back of Pete's elbow and shake it vigorously.
Pete's got a pretty strong handshake. there's definitely a lot of strength in those old man muscles.
And Dutch isn't that strong, but doing it, Dutch's hands are still caked with the dried blood of many victims.
Jesus. Probably kicked in his own blood too at this stage. So.
Yeah.
You're still below half hit points, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at 10 out of 21 right now.
Mm-hmm. And still are. You didn't get anything back from a night's rest, so you need a day's rest to gain hit points. Okay.
So go and gather your men, people that will come.
I will. I'll be back here tonight with as many as I can find.
Good. I will give him 5 silver. Your signing on fee.
Oh, I'll buy a few drinks and a meal. Thank you.
Share it amongst your friends.
Of course.
And as he
Well
leaves,
then,
he gets out
Captain,
his book.
if you'll allow, I will take my leave. He looks at you, Silvers.
Silvers will nod.
And he'll turn and walk out.
Right away, Silvers will turn to Dutch and say, I came to you in the night, Dutch. I performed my dark arts on you. Hopefully you feel a bit better.
I came to you in the night and performed my dark arts on you. Wow.
Dom kind of looks a little surprised. So if that's what you guys were doing, he just has that shocked look on his head.
I reached deep into the nether dimension, and from it I pulled out dark energy.
Yeah, and
what
indeed, I do
guys-
feel rejuvenated.
Where are his wings? She sticks her head out of the room.
It seems I have mastered my craft since my first 2 attempts.
Well, happy days.
Oh, you're over half hit points now, Anna, right?
No.
Are you still below
Did it-
half?
Did I regain some?
You regained a total of what? Well, you gained 12 from Silver's magic, but you lost 1, so you gained 11. So that would put you, what, to negative,
Yeah,
or put you
I'm
positive
at-
7.
Yeah. But I've
What's your-
got 29, Max.
Okay, no, then you did gain. You're still pretty banged up, pretty hurt. So you didn't gain any more hit points this night then either.
So, Captain, I have learned of a few things. I'll give him the ships that we could possibly take, depending on how many men we have. Local rumors, if there's anything we can steal, that kind of thing. I fill in the captain of what happens. Oh, and I've updated your wanted poster, and I put that down. I imagine you wanted it to be accurate, yes?
Ah, you did a good job. Looks just like me.
Thank you. Mother said I'd always be an artist.
Silvers nods. So, how should we go about commandeering a ship?
We could do it by force. We could lie and steal and trade goods away. We could kidnap the owner, force him to bring us in. What would you like to do, Captain?
Perhaps we should go shopping and see what strikes our fancy first, and then decide based on who owns the ship and what the ship is.
Talking about shopping, I've got no weapons. I've got no clothing. Well,
Good dagger.
yeah.
Such things are luxuries. You be a monster now.
Dom will
But that's
pull out
what every
a,
lady wants to hear.
Dom will pull out a pistol. I could loan you this.
She takes it. Yeah. That's a start.
Only 2 silver a day.
She scowls.
Since we're so close, 5 copper. Yes.
It's for your safety too.
Ah, of course. You are a fine negotiator. You must have been a Spaniard in another life.
Don't challenge me.
He'll go on the other side of the captain.
Standing behind the captain. He's always standing behind somebody.
All right, shall we go for a stroll then down to the old docks?
So you have a loaded pistol now, Anna. By the way. Okay. You want to have a look at
Yes.
the ships there, yeah?
Yeah, let's go look at what the docks have to offer.
Let's look at what you can man with the crew that you have. Now, what kind of crew are you assuming to have? You've got, for sure, the four of yourselves. You've got Davy and number one. You assume that Salty Pete is coming back with more men, but you don't know for sure yet.
Silvers wants to keep this crew a bit smaller. He's thinking small sorties. Maybe something like a sloop.
A sloop? Yep, you would need at least two more men to man it at minimum capacity. You could do so anyway with just six of you, but you'd be going at like reduced speeds. So, if Salty Pete comes back with at least one more guy, you have enough people to crew a sloop.
Yeah.
Dutch was he was the star of the last night's entertainment. Maybe he can gather some of his new friends.
Yeah, I could get shoulder to shoulder with some of the bar Denzians and see if I can convince them to seek fortune. I think we don't want more than like a half dozen or so, though. Cause...
I'd like Dom to assist him by pointing out the men who looked the most afraid of me when I came into the bar and threatened them.
Dom will do what she says. Well, this man, he offered you 3 drinks. This man offered you 2. He'll point out this guy. This guy shit himself when he saw Silvers. This guy growled at him, rustled up some. Very observant and very articulate at what he points out.
Then I would, I guess, at Silver's direction, focus my efforts on trying to convince the more fearful of him to join our ranks.
Okay, roll a charisma check for me there.
3.
What's your charisma?
16.
Okay. You can roll a d12 plus 1.
11 plus 1, so 12.
You convince 12 sailors to join.
Excellent. So like the Pied Piper of Pamela and I walk back to the group with pretty a dozen sailors ready to swear allegiance.
Pete comes back that night with 5 more as well. So that gives you Silvers, Dutch, Dom, Anna, number 1, Davey, Pete. That's 7, plus 17 others. You have a crew of 24 in the space of an evening. All eager, all poor, all willing to work for whatever they can get.
Yahar!
Exactly your kind. Desperate sailors.
Okay, so we find a sloop then at the dock.
You do. She is called... Let me come up with a random name here.
Whatever the name is, we have to change it.
Oh, that's bad luck, don't you know?
I know.
You obviously didn't watch the Defiance Chronicles.
The salty whore.
Hold on a second. What the fuck is going on? Okay. No, the Salty Whore is too cool sounding.
The Withered Hag?
We'll call it...
The Flaccid Dolphin.
Oh, Jesus, not that bad now. My God. the... No, not the... It's called... Yeah, well, it's the... here we go. Called the Salty Maiden. It's kind of like the Salty Whore, only this one's a maiden. It's even got like one of those kind of like, you know the bomber portraits that they used to do on the B-17s and stuff of the bomber girls and stuff. It's got something kind of like that. It's She looks like she's probably about 14 years old. You know what I mean? She's scantily clad. Her slip is kind of hanging loose and nearly exposing her underage breasts. And she's got a real pouty face on her. And she looks like she's going to complain to some poor bloke about something. The Salty Maiden. That's your sloop.
Do I see anybody on the deck right now?
Yeah, there's a couple of people on the deck cleaning, working away.
Okay, I'll turn to my first mate, me quartermaster, and Ronald, the monster formerly known as Ronald, and I'll say, "What do you think? Looks like a good ship to me."
It's a good start.
Aye, Captain, we already have the mascot. And Dom will step around the captain and make sure I don't get hit.
Yeah, perhaps we should call it the Manticore once we steal it.
She snorts.
Perfect name, sir. Perfect name.
All right, well then here's what I say, lads. And I bend over and start chalking stuff out down on the dock right in front of what we're planning to steal. And I say, we get the rest of the men. We come back with torchlight. If they stop us and ask what we're doing at the docks, we kill them. And then we take the ship and we prepare to set sail. Straightforward and simple. What do you say?
I like it.
You reckon
Captain,
with
that
the
is-
crew you have, you should be able to do so pretty quickly.
That is a brilliant plan, but what about security? Possibly someone stopping us? Wouldn't stealth be more appropriate?
Sneaking, yes.
We could
Subtlety
just
is
show up.
not my thing.
I think you
Why
learned
don't-
it from the top.
It definitely isn't your thing.
You know, I think I'm gonna leave this in your hands. You're a pretty subtle guy, quartermaster. Why don't you plot this heist?
No, I think your plan is quite good, but let's not let them know we're coming. Let's just go as a group and take over. And lie our way. If we cannot lie our way, we attack.
Aye.
Do we have any other business here on the islands? He kind of gives you that kind of deep look because of your sneakiness.
Well, and I'll look at Dutch. Once we have the ship, I need us to wait. Perhaps, I don't know, a nautical mile off from the isle, as I come back alone to do a deal with the devil.
Dom will go, looking at Anna. I see. Then let us be off to get your ship.
He'll say, I'll tell you this. Dutch here, he'll be safe. I can't tell you why, but you and Anna both will be in grave danger, so we must get you as far away from here as possible.
Dom will give you that look again. Of course, he bows. The
Oh.
greater the risk, the greater the profit.
If there's anything you ever want to do here at, what was it called again?
Nassau.
Nassau. I was gonna say NASA. If there's anything you need to do here at Nassau, you might want to do it now. I'm not sure there's gonna be an island when I'm through with it.
Okay, and you hear underneath of his voice another voice kind of chuckle. Yes, with the agreement. He is not protected. She is not protected either. And we're going to end the session there, and we will pick up the next session with the heist of the ship and then your impending demon conjuration.
Awesome.
Okay.
Excellent.
I got recap next episode.
Okay. You got it. Mark that down. I'll mark it down. Justin's doing the recap of the next episode. And I guess we should look at experience. I'll do that before we end the broadcast.
Cool.
Okay, who is drinking rum?
I was not tonight.
I was not either.
What?
Wow.
I failed.
Who was drinking rum? Clay, you had rum. And what about you, Mike? Did you have rum?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The reason, by the way, I wasn't drinking rum is because I'm so tired. I think I'd knock myself out in your game.
Yeah, no, you haven't slept in like 40 hours or something nearly, so. Let's see here. And then we have Andrew and Justin. Okay. They're creating. Oh, well, yeah, let's do that. Character defying death. Nobody was injured this time. Nobody got close to dying or anything, so good about that.
We didn't have one single fight.
No, I kind of had a feeling it was going to be that way with this. There was opportunities, but
Silvers did kill, though.
yeah, you killed a boy.
Right, yeah.
Well done.
All Dutch and I did was some butchering is all.
Did anybody choose a more difficult path to kind of create a more awesome story?
Don't know.
When I walked in, well, I did both times on the ship and in the bar announce who I was.
Mm-hmm. Also, creating something awesome within the game. Okay, Andrew, I've given you that one just for all the crazy mutations you created and shit. Anybody else think anything they created or contributed to the game made it more awesome, interesting, cool?
Dom's whole plan was pretty cool, butchering the body with describing it.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'll give Clay a bonus for that. Anybody else?
That is all.
I thought Dutch had a pretty good run there with the recruiting of the men.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking boatload of sailors too.
Max, yeah.
He stocked half of our fucking crew.
How many do you think we get?
A dozen for me and some
5
from
from Salty Pete. Yep.
Wow.
So 12, 19 plus the 7 of you. Yeah, you're up to 26 men. Sorry. Yeah.
So I'll take that bonus for each one of those sailors I got.
Yeah. Okay. And then for situation stuff, here.
Now, technically, Anna brought aboard a sailor too.
You could give her those.
That
60
wasn't as awesome.
I thought that added to the story. Her starting her cult as the love goddess.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was great. That whole Anna Pete thing was hilarious.
Okay. Got it. Okay, you guys ready for this? No
Yep.
crying in Lamentations. So, Justin, you got 1,500.
Okay.
Andrew, you got 2,000. Mike got 2,000. Clay, 2,000.
Now, do I get a plus 100 bonus for my Harper joke?
You do. Sorry. So it's 2,100. I give you that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm at 10,000 now. I think that leveled me. I broke 10,000.
I am.
You have to put you up to 4th level.
Awesome.
Yep.
So 8. 10 more.
Okay.
What's
I'm going to end
the
the
next
broadcast.
step?
Who's got roosters growing in the background? Is that you, Clay?
It's me again. I'll cut the mic.
That's good. That's good. I thought, what's that sound? Oh, it's roosters. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to end the broadcast anyway, and we can chat for a few minutes afterwards. So.